In 1989, the group Calloway released the song I Want to Be Rich. That has to describe a lot of people. Who doesn't want to be rich? But while a lot of people don't believe they can ever be rich, they don't even stop to consider the opposite situation, which would be working all your life, working hard all your life, and then retiring poor. And when I say poor, I mean without enough money to do just the basic enjoyable things like some travel or buying a new car if you need to, or some things like that. So if you're not thinking I want to be rich, you should be at least thinking I want to avoid ever being poor, or I want to avoid ever being in a situation where I can't enjoy life because I'm stressing because of financial concerns. So, to that end, I would tell you that planning right now, starting today, will put you in a much better place. In my forthcoming book, The Wise Guide to Wealth, I talk about the fact that the great majority of people who are millionaires are self-made. They made a decision that they were going to be wealthy, that they were going to plan for the future. And if you look in the book The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley, you will see that surprisingly, very few of the millionaires are not people who are born with a gold spoon in their mouth and got that way through inheritance. The great majority, over 85%, got that way by being self-made millionaires. So I guess my message to you today is that you can be rich. There's really nothing preventing you from being rich. It has to be a deliberate effort, and you have to begin today. It's not something you can put off. You don't go and you don't go out today to the store and make a purchase of something expensive that's really not a need, that's just a want, because that's not going to put you on the path to wealth. You have to make a deliberate attempt to save money, to invest money, not to waste money. And all these things will add up over time, and eventually you will be rich. And if you are determined to be a millionaire, you can do that as well. Now, I realize a lot of people will say, well, I just squeeze by, just get by every month. How can I be a millionaire? Well, the truth is that by purposefully budgeting, by finding things you can cut from your monthly budget and putting that money instead into savings and investments, even those who are not making big salaries or who are otherwise not bringing in a lot of assets every month, can still put themselves on the road to wealth. And again, in my book, The Wise Guide to Wealth, that should be out before the end of 2025, it details this. So my main message to you is that wealth and riches in your future are 1,000% possible as long as you start today and decide you are going to budget, you're going to save systematically every day, whether or not that includes having money from each paycheck go directly into a separate savings or investment account, saving through a employer-sponsored retirement plan. This is how you get rich. People who start a successful business often become rich. And again, that's something that's very intentional, but not everyone can do that. Not everyone is an entrepreneur. Some people go to work every day, work 9 to 5, and many millionaires become millionaires simply by participating in their company's 401k or 457 or 403b plans, being very deliberate about putting as much money as they can every paycheck into those plans, and they just keep hammering away month after month, year after year, and eventually they amass a pretty large sum of money. And again, this is all intentional. It just is a matter of starting today. So get the Wise Guide to Wealth when it comes out before the end of 2025. It will give you all the guidance you need to have a rich future.